the clothes I wear. You might not like how I cut my hair. You might not even like my name. You might not like anything, but I've been around too long to change. I just got one thing to say. Can't change it, so that's how I roll.
So tell me the truth. Do I look like Atomic Dog? Could we be related? Close? No? Oh, just kidding, Brian. I'm a kidder. But I kid because I love. Atomic Dog 32. That's who I'm talking about, Brian. All you guys know him, and if you're watching my video and you don't know him, subscribe immediately. Atomic Dog 32. He's one of the old guard around here, and he's a great guy. He's a great modeler, and really good channel. So if you're not subscribed, get subscribed. So Monday morning, what's going on? All my YouTube modeling buddies. Yep, I'm chipper today. I'm in a good mood. I have got today off, I've got tomorrow off, and I've got an empty house. The wife and the kids are out of town. I'm choked up. I'm lonely. And, yeah. So anyway, I got 2 days of an empty house, and as some of you know, I live in the States, and I live in the deep South, and it is freaking hot. I mean, sizzling, humid as hell, jungle hot. So I will be in the house for 2 days enjoying man's greatest invention, air conditioning, and I will be spending it modeling and watching YouTube and watching Netflix. So yeah, I'm in a good mood. Alright, works in progress, WIPs, what I got going on. I'm working on 2 group builds. Most of you probably already know from my vids. And I'm not even going to show you the P-38 Lightning that I'm doing for Frankie Day's historical aircraft because I have done nothing on it. I've put that to the side, as I said in one of my other videos, to finish 2 other projects. That way I can devote all my time to that because that one needs some special attention, some special love, because it's one of those special old kits that is great, but you have to put a little extra attention to it. So here, the first part, what I'm working on is other group build I'm working on is Panzermeister 36, another guy, young modeler. And if you're not on his, subscribe to him, then you need to get subscribed to him as well. Panzermeister 36. His name's Evan. He is Canadian. I'm pretty positive. Think so. One of Cohen's brethren. A Canuck. And young guy, and does fantastic work. Exceptional modeler, and a really good young guy. So Panzermeister 36, if you don't know him, get on him. Follow right root build, and I am doing the Dragon 1/72nd scale T-34, and this is where we are right now on that. It's pretty much done. Well, no, it's not pretty much done. It's this isn't even attached. But yeah, all we are right now is I have to finish tucking these tracks down, darken them a little bit, and then just some touch-up painting. I have a habit of putting it down here and talking to you like you can see it, and doing some touch-up painting. Cameras. I don't know if this is going to focus for you if it's blurry where I'm holding it. But yeah, just by the end of the day, this will be getting a coat of clear, and then tomorrow we will do decals and we will weather. So by the end of the week, possibly the end of tomorrow, this will be done. This will be finished, and then it's going to go on a base where I'm going to do some terrain effects for the very first time. That'll be an experiment, and not a diorama, not figures and everything, but I'm taking baby steps into it. So base, and I'm going to do a terrain effect, just to give it a little bit more. But that's where I am. And one thing I want to show you here, you know, we read, we watch videos, and you know, when you love World War II like I do, and you just constantly hear about the superiority of German armor, and how you see the interviews these old Allied soldiers, and they talk about just how intimidating these tanks were when they thundered on. I want to show you a size comparison where you can actually grasp the intimidation of German armor. These are both Dragon 1/72 scale, so they're sized appropriately. They're the same scale, and this is a Panzer. This is a Panther, Panzer 5 Panther, compared to this T-34. Look at that. Look at that. Just look at the gun. Look at the turret. Look at the barrel. Okay, and just look at the side overall comparison to these two tanks side by side. That's impressive. That gives you really a grasp of the German armor on the battlefield going up against these other tanks. But the problem for the Reich was, for every one of these that these guys destroyed, there are about 3 or 4 more to take its place. And that's really was one of the main reasons of the fall, is that they had the superior equipment, and the Germans were, whether you want to admit it or not, fantastic soldiers. But a lot of it was just sheer, pure numbers, and they were just flat out numbered by these, kind of like getting swarmed by ants in a lot of ways. Comparison I kind of think of in my head, but once more, that just kind of gives you a grasp what it looked like on the battlefield. And I love the Panther, and it makes me, and now I even love it even more. It's just a fantastic. Look at that. And I'm not talking about my build or how it looks. Just the tank itself is just awesome. So, like I said, by the end of tomorrow, definitely by the end of the week, that will be done on that group build. And then one more project that I want to finish before I get back onto Frankie Days, the P-38, is this. And you guys are probably sick of seeing this. I've been working on it since the first of the year. But as you know, when I first did it, I totally destroyed this strut. It broke, and then I tried to fix it, and it just wasn't right, because, you can see this plane has a bow leg effect with the strut, and it just wasn't sitting right. It didn't look, and that just bugged the heck out of me. So all I have to do is, but anyway, how I fixed that was I ordered this kit again because I wanted it anyway, because it's fantastic. It's a great kit, and I love the P-47 Thunderbolt. It's not the most beautiful. It's my favorite, personally my favorite fighter of World War II. It's far from being the prettiest, but I love it. Anyway, they're my favorite, and I'll pontificate on that at another time. But anyway, this is it. And one thing I want to point out, and some of you young guys, young modelers especially, you get on here and you see that the majority of the older guys have airbrushes, okay? And you get just, well, to get this effect, I have to have an airbrush. I have to have airbrush. And I'm not shooting down airbrushes, okay? Airbrushes are awesome. They give great effects. But if you patience and use the right technique, you can get the same effect. This is a metallic color. Any of the metallic colors, silvers or anything, especially, have a bad reputation. Well, you can't do it without brush strokes. Yes, you can. And I don't know on my crappy camera how well you can see that, but there's no brush strokes on this, okay? And I'm not bragging, because I suck, okay? I've got no skills. I'm fresh back into this hobby, okay? I am not what you call I consider an intermediate modeler. So, and that's my point. There's no brush strokes, and so anybody can do it. Okay, the key with the brush strokes, and I've seen other guys go, oh, you just straight out of the bottle and you just that may work, it doesn't work for me. Okay, the key with me, and I picked this up early watching Panzerman Bill's videos when he's talked about it now before. It's thin your paint, thin it, thin it, thin it, thin it, thin it, thin it, and and is exactly what I do. I thin, and I do multiple layers. Okay, that's thinned, and that is just plain Testers. It's not even Model Master. That is Testers silver out of the little bottle, and I thin, and that's about 5 layers. Okay, and you can tell it's thin because it's 5 layers, and you can still see the panel lines and everything. So you can use a brush and without getting brush strokes. It just takes patience. Patience is the key to this hobby. Patience. That I'm quickly finding out by trial and error. A lot of error. So anyway, you older guys know that. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the younger guys. Thin paint. Okay? If you're in this, right now, I can't afford airbrush. Okay? I'm on a limited budget right now. My wife is in nursing school, and so we are a one income family at the moment. So airbrush is not in the in the mix. Not only the fact that I spoke to before that I love hand painting anyway, and I do most things in the small scale. So anyway, that's the works in progress. Excuse me. Two group builds coming up I'm going to be participating in that will be starting in July. And like I said, after I knock these 2 projects out this week, then I have a bunch of time to devote to the P38 and get that one just snazzy. And we should be done in plenty of time for the next 2 upcoming builds. The first one starts on July 1st and is put on by Cohen C. Michael. And that's the Battle of Kursk group build that I'll be participating in. And that starts July 15th. The second one I'm going to participate in is a World War I group build, and that is put on by Greg Huff. And if you're not subscribed to his channel, he's mainly and has been a miniature guy, and he's just recently really come over and started doing a lot of scale builds, and he's doing some good work, and he's a good old Brit. And so Greg Huff, and his channel is GREG Greg, space HUFF Huff, Greg Huff. I'll write it in the description. I'll try to do a link. I'm not good with links. I'm not good with computers. But it's being put on by him and Charlie. And Charlie's channel is Aston M 1965. And some of you may be on his or not, but if you're not, it's Aston, ASTON, M 1965. And they're putting on the World War I group build, and that starts July 28th. Okay, so that's where we are on that. And the Waffle, my Waffle / rant, and this is directed to young modelers too. And some of you older guys are just coming back in and are just starting to do it. And I rag, like a lot of other guys, I rag and I crack. And I fuss about eBay a lot, okay? Call it Sleaze Bay, Evil Bay, Ripped Off Bay. But here's the fact. It's eBay just like any other open market, okay, establishment. Whether it be a flea market or whatever you call them, a swap meet in your area, or other websites. You got guys that are good businessmen, fair businessmen, and honest businessmen, and then you have sleazebag thieves. Okay, you have guys that are looking to rip you off, and that's their only intention, is to get as much money for their crap as they can. Pardon that interruption. Ringing my doorbell on my day off. The audacity of some people. But anyway, okay. But the flip side is you can get some great deals on eBay. Okay, especially if you like me, like old kits. Okay, I've just recently acquired this passion for old kits. Okay, and so that's what I've looked for on eBay as of late. And that's ones you really got to be careful because um, know what you're know you have to do your homework like anything else. Okay, know the value of what it is you're looking for. And a lot of these shysters on there, they will try to present it that just because it's old, it's worth a lot of money. And I'll give you an example. Okay, this is a 1967 monogram P51 Mustang. I love this kit. I discovered this kit last year because I got it in a lot. Okay, that I bought a lot, meaning multiple kits in one purchase, and this just happened to be one of them. And the lot I purchased, it came out to, if you did it per kit with postage, it came out to about $3 a kit. This kit is well worth it. Okay, and this kit is old and it was in good condition, but here's the deal. There are tons of these around. Okay, there's still a lot around. So they're not super valuable. Okay, and there's some guys on there with stores that sell these for, you know, $6.95, $6, $7, you know, $8 at the top every day. Okay, and that's without bidding or anything. And $6 or $7 if you're just want to go and get that one kit, you know, is not. But you will go on here, and I've seen guys trying to sell this kit for as much as $30. Okay, and of course they put rare 1967 monogram. It's not rare, and they'll put vintage, and you know all this stuff. Thinking this is some kind of and people get suckered into that. Okay, that's an example. And I even bought, and to tell you the truth, like I said, there are guys wanting $20, $30 for this thing on eBay. Well, I liked this kit. Okay, and so I decided I wanted more for something I have planned in the future. So I got more, and I bought two more. Okay, and when you find your honest, and I'll tell you how you do that. When you find your honest guys on there, and especially if they have eBay stores and they deal primarily in scale models, you can work deals. Okay, so I found a guy who had an eBay store, and he had them for $6.95 a piece. Okay, so what I did is I found some other items in his store, and 3 or 4 other items, and basically sent him an offer on 2 of those, along with 3 or 4 other kits. I can't remember, and all small 172 aircraft, different manufacturers. And I was like, hey, would you be willing to do this whole lot and give it to me at this price plus postage? And he did it. He took the offer, and instead of paying the $6.95 he wanted, the other kits, I came out with his postage to about, honestly, it was right at $3 or a little less a kit. Okay, and he took it. So you just have to be careful, do your homework, and look for lots. If you're into older kits, or even some of the newer stuff, you know, you have to watch. And on the newer items, if with postage you're going to be paying the same thing you're paying at your hobby shop, then go support your local hobby shop. Okay, when you make a purchase on eBay, even of a newer kit or a modern kit, let's say, post 2000 kit, if the price plus postage, you're not getting at least 25% off what you can get at your hobby shop, then what really are you advantage are you getting? Okay, so know your prices, and be smart. And like I said, on lots, I just recently purchased this one, and this has got to be my last purchase for a while. Promised the wifey I'll work out of the stash, even though I did order a kit for the World War I group build. Just a small one. But I recently got this. This is a lot of old kits. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kits. This plus the postage. I got these for about $2.50 a kit. Okay, $2.50 a kit. I recently saw on eBay the other day this kit right here. Okay, all right, Airfix 172nd Devastator. Okay, I saw two different. One guy was wanting $8 for it. One was an open bid, and it was up to $9. Okay, I got it in a lot for $2.50. Okay, so be patient, do your homework, look for good deals. I don't really do shout outs a lot, but I will do a shout out today because he just put a video on before I made this video up. Prop 72, PROP 72. Alex Britt living in France. He just put a video up this morning of a Academy 135th German Octohetzer, and it is freaking amazing, guys. It is awesome, and I can't even come up with the word. It's fantastic. Okay, you got to check it out. It is a fantastic build, and it's a little out of the box as far as how he did it. You know, the variation, the little tweak he gave it, and it's fantastic. So if you are subscribed to him, watch that video. If you aren't, subscribe to him and watch it. And he's got some other good videos up too, and he's a really good guy. So you should be subscribed to him. And also, before I leave, drive this in again because we got a lot of young modelers popping up, and some of them don't have subscriptions yet. And this popped in my head, so I don't have a list, or I didn't really do my homework. All I'll do is just a shout out video for all the young guys. Got to support them. We got to support them. It's just like Bill has pointed out, Panzerman Bill has pointed out before, and some of the other guys. We are in love with a hobby that is on the decline. Okay, and it's on the decline because of video games and all kind of other fun stuff. It's not a child hobby anymore like when we came up. Okay, the 8 and 9-year-olds, they're not going out and buying model kits with their money. They're going to GameStop and buying Black Ops. Okay, and they're buying apps for their iPhone or their iPad. Okay, they're not buying this, and a lot of it's just because it's not exposed to them. So the ones we're getting, we got to hold them, and a lot of us are saying we're supporting them. Okay, but you got to go more than subscribe them. Look at their videos, give them feedback. Okay, these are young guys. Some of them are actually young kids. Okay, we got some that are like 8, 9, 10 years old. Some of them do fantastic, well ahead of their age work. Some of them are doing age-appropriate work. It's where we all start. Watch their vids. Comment on their vids. Give them positive feedback. And I know we're all busy. I know this especially, and I know it's hard to keep up with the videos, but honestly, most of these guys' videos are 1 or 2 minutes. You know, they're not big, elaborate videos like I'm filming, right? Long, boring videos like I'm filming right now. They're short stuff. Give them a look. Give them some positive feedback. Okay, we got to keep these guys in the hobby. Okay, we got to keep them from drifting off like a lot of us did. All right. Okay, that's all. That's all I got. So I'm going to enjoy my 2 days off. Whatever you're doing, you enjoy it. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.